Why don't you tell me what you guys are thinking about in this election, unless it's not people necessarily, but healthcare?
Yeah, pretty much healthcare is like our number one priority, definitely, because of his being sick. I have really good insurance through where I work. I work for the university, Southern University.
No.
They're really, really good. And
what do you do for those guys?
IT. I'm an engineer for them. And they were one of the few companies that still has an HMO. Not that many people do that anymore. It's a lot of them are high deductible and stuff.
Right.
And we have like a very small deductible. And
you had diagnosed her this year too, is that right?
what, honey? Oh yeah.
You had diagnosed her this year.
Yeah, last year I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
What a year.
Yeah, so I thought that I was going to be
Taking care of her.
Yeah.
And then we went to Vegas for VMworld. It was like a big conference.
I covered it.
And then he came home and he started getting like double vision and feeling funny, and that's when we found out. Yeah, because that was in August, and we found out like the middle of October.
So that was the October after the April when you found out?
Yeah, last year. Everything was last year, so we're kind of in a interesting predicament. So he worked for Comcast. He really liked it there, and they treated him really, really good, and they gave him a severance, and now he gets Social Security disability, and but we worry too what happens to me if I have like a bad MS attack. What's gonna happen? So
have you had any?
I've had several. Yeah, I've had several. So we've been we're in an interesting predicament because we make too much to get Medicaid.
Yeah.
But because we're considered upper middle class, and we kind of get screwed with that. As far as like trying to get benefits and stuff.
There are millions of people in America who are making too much money to be on Medicaid, and not enough money to be able to afford private insurance comfortably. And those are people, I haven't been for Medicare for all because I think taking choice away from people is not a great way of approaching this. But if we can create an option that you can buy into that's cheaper than private insurance, that's in a national pool, so that you get the benefit of being in a huge pool, not just in New Hampshire, but have people in Colorado and New Hampshire in the same pool together, that it just makes sense to do that and create that as an alternative. There's still huge, you mentioned it, this whole issue of living in a country where you got to spend down everything that you've saved for the privilege of being on Medicaid so that you can, live through something like this. That's just not the way it should work, and it is the way it works. And that's true for people, who are 36 years old, and it's true for people that are 50 years old too.
I've been learning so much about it. They were telling me if I put the house in a trust, we could change our savings amount. And I'm like, what? That sounds kind of shady. Like, you're saying we could actually have this retirement account if I put the house in a trust, but now I have to come up with $2,000 to put the house in the trust.
Man, you guys have been through it. I've heard a lot of stories in the 15 years that I've been doing this work, and as a school superintendent and in the Senate, and I think you guys are bearing something here that nobody else I've ever met has had to.
You're so unique.
You are, because you add up what you're both facing in terms of the medical conditions, with your age, with your kids. It's a lot for anybody.